Hey guys, if you are building an email list but not generating business from it, then you need to grab a pen and paper right now and watch this video. And do take notes with the pen and paper, don't just hold them.
Whether you have a list of less than 100 people or whether you have an email list the size of a
big one,
we're going to talk about strategies that work to convert more people on your email list into leads and sales.
Let's do this.
Woo! We've got a ton to say on email marketing. Previously on our channel, we've talked about things like what to say in your emails, how to increase your open rates, the overarching email marketing strategy. So go check out this link for more on this topic.
And in this video, we want to talk about how to actually generate sales from email marketing. Because it's not as complicated as you think, and this can work for really small lists too. But before we get into actual tactics, firstly, we just want to tackle mindset towards email marketing. Now don't skip ahead because this part is important. Firstly, we want you to start thinking of your email list as actual people.
When business owners come to us and they say,
I only have 20 emails on my list,
or
I have less than 100 emails on my list,
we say, whoa, hang on. You don't have 20 emails on your list. You have 20 people on your list. These are people, real people. These are 20 people that have actually opted in for something and have given you their personal information and said, hey, keep in touch. These are real people. If you were to turn up at a networking event and go and talk to 20 people whenever you want, that's awesome. You're not complaining that there's only 20 people in the room. So don't complain that there's only 20 people on your email list. In fact, what would 20 extra customers look like this month? That would be pretty awesome.
Okay, so once you've realized that these are actual people, secondly, we want to make sure that they're actually thinking of you as an actual person too. In our opinion, email should always be sent from a person, even if it is an email newsletter for a brand. But we want you to think on a deeper level than just that too. How do you make sure that your subscribers know that you actually care about them? Now, what we see a lot of are people sending emails that include loads of personal stories about themselves, and they're doing this to maybe humanize their brand a little bit. However, in our opinion, this isn't necessarily the best thing to do, or at least not all the time, because to be honest, if people, especially if they are new to your list, they don't care all that much about you. They care about what's in it for them. So instead, try to tell their personal story. Here's what we mean. When we write our emails, we think about moments or problems that our subscribers may have found themselves in, and we use that as the basis of the email rather than a personal story about ourselves.
When you start to receive emails back that say things like, oh my god, I felt like you wrote this email just to me, that's when you know you've cracked it. Once we've got that mindset shift down for email marketing, let's talk about now how we can actually start to generate new leads and sales from email marketing.
So thirdly, we want you to start segmenting your list based on clicks. And this is the most important metric in our opinion. It's one thing to subscribe to a newsletter, it's another thing to open an email, it's another thing completely to actually click. Personally, we use ConvertKit, and every single email that we send, we have a really easy automation set up that just says, tag all clicks in this email as clickers. This is just a really simple catch-all subset of our list of everyone who has previously clicked on something. And it's just step one in learning who is more engaged in your list than others. And if you haven't done this already, you can actually go back and do this retrospectively as well. You can also build subsets of people based on what they click. For example, if you are watching this video right now because you clicked on our link from our email, then we know that you're interested in email marketing or getting better at doing email marketing. But just doing this isn't enough. Clickers are great, but it's just a starting point. We don't class them as warm prospects or hot prospects yet.
And this is the fourth step to build that warm list of prospects. We can find warm prospects in two ways. Firstly, people that have specifically clicked on a link to find out more about how they can buy from us. And two, people that click regularly on pretty much everything that we do and send out there, and they're just eating it all up.
Now, this is the key with email marketing. We need to find out who is a potential prospect and follow up with them. There is no point in having a small list or a huge list if we don't know who to follow up with. A lot of that can be done by automation, but why not take it a step further. Fifthly, why don't you start researching your warm leads?
Let's go back to that networking metaphor. If you met someone at a networking event and they followed up after with an email and it said, hey, I'd be interested in learning more about working with you, what would you do? Would you send them a generic blanket email response that you'd send to everybody? Probably not. You would go and Google them, you'd check them out, you'd look at the website, you'd find out a little bit more about them, and then send a personal reply back to them. Granted, this is easier for B2B, but if they are a warm prospect, then start to get to know them a little bit better. Check out the websites, check out the Facebook, the LinkedIn. Have they been interacting with you on Instagram? Check them out.
But even if you're selling something cheap, or maybe you're just getting going, doing this research in your potential customers is really, really valuable.
Once you've done that, the sixth step is to be able to start conversations with these warm prospect.
And the best way to do this, we've found, is not with one-to-many messaging. Instead, send personalized emails. And there's different ways that you can do this. We regularly pick a subscriber to our list that's really engaged and just send them a personalized email to see if we can help them out. We'll maybe even shoot them a quick personalized video just for them to thank them for being engaged and see if we can solve any specific problems that they may be having.
The benefit of doing this is threefold. Firstly, it's great research for our future YouTube videos and Atomic trainings to find out what people are actually struggling with. Two, it builds trust, and if they are actually wanting to buy, then there's no better way than showing that we care by sending them a personalized message. And number three, it feels really good to help people out, and sometimes when we reach out, we really hit it at a really crucial time for people, and it's great that we can be there and help them out of a jam.
Another way is maybe being a bit more forward with it. If you know someone is really, really hot because they've checked out your sales page like 1,000,000 times every single time that you send an email, then why not shoot them a quick video or drop them a personalized email just to invite them to hop on the phone and talk about your products or services. Sometimes somebody is ready to buy, but they just want to speak to somebody first for like 5 minutes just to find out if it is right for them. The crux is people overcomplicate and underpersonalize email marketing with fancy funnels that are based on guesswork. And people undercomplicate email marketing, thinking that just sending useful stuff with a sales email every now and then is going to hit the mark.
Instead, start treating your email marketing like discussions with real people. Real people, because, well, they are real. Work out who is more engaged on your email list and try to have real discussions with real people. And this is how you're going to start to get sales with your email marketing.
If you want to go more in depth with this and start to actually move away from just creating brand awareness to actually generating sales from your emails and your content and your social, then you definitely need to check out our free online workshop.
It's called Sales Unleashed, and it takes you step by step on how to create a strategy that actually works to get you leads and sales.
What's it called?
Unleashed. We put the link to that below in the description, so go check it out, go get registered, and it's gonna blow you away.
If you've got any questions about this video, then please do ask them in the comments too, and subscribe whilst you're down there. I've been Andrew.
I've been Pete.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.